Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I had today in my shop for a regular maintenance. Only engine oil and filter, cabin air filter, engine air filter. It's beautiful 2019 Toyota Highlander. And this one is hybrid. So this one also has a V6 engine, but it's a hybrid system. It has additional 2 electric motors, one in front and one in the back, because it has an electric motor in the back at the rear axle. It's a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so perfect to use for traveling, going into nature. Even gorgeous green color, great again for camping, being in the woods, trees and so on. And I was wondering, these are expensive vehicles, and I was wondering if it has the hybrid system. It's a very complicated vehicle, and it will cost later, when it ages, it will cost more money to maintain it than the normal Highlander. I was wondering, what is the gas mileage? I'm driving daily this, and believe it or not, V8 5.5 liter engine. I'm getting 20 miles per gallon, which is incredible. And I will say it's because it's such a low vehicle. This is more boxy, it's a higher, taller, it's way more easier to get in and out. That's the beauty of SUVs. And I believe that's why everybody wants SUV. It's so easy to use it. So let's go look. Let's go grab a key and let's go look what is the gas mileage on this. Here we go. I can put it in my pocket. That will be the easy entry. I don't even have to put it in any slot or anything. It's a gorgeous vehicle. I did vacuum the floor for them on both sides in the front. It's our friends. So far they didn't have any problems with this vehicle whatsoever. It has a low mileage. You can hopefully see it. 52,282, so that's very little. It's in the gorgeous shape. It's, as I said, very easy to hop in. So let's go and put it on with power and see what all that money for that hybrid system. And as I said, it's way more complicated than just a normal Highlander. So far, if with low miles, it doesn't matter. It doesn't cost you extra, but it could cost you way a lot in the future. So let's put it on and see if I can find in the system how many miles per gallon they are getting on this. That's a typical business here. They are using it in eco mode, which I see on the bottom. So that should be some average for us. Give us the info about the average. Where shall I need to go? So the reset was done 52,000 miles, so they don't play with this. So we will really get a reset from 2019 to 2024. The whole time we will get actually the real number, because they didn't touch it. Oh, and after the reset, which was when they bought it, it is 25.8 miles per gallon. This is what the owners, who are a couple with 2 kids, so occasionally it's one person, sometimes 2 and sometimes 4. That's what we know as a usage. So they averaged 25.8, I will just, to say it easily, 26 miles per gallon. Now, if we just had right now 2019 normal Highlander with V6, we could go inside and compare it, but I don't have that. But I know the Highlanders, what they get, and they are that 17 to 23, they are somewhere right there. So we can compare that, and everybody can make their own decision if it's worth to them having this complicated electric vehicle, hybrid vehicle, or they just want to stick with a normal engine powered machine. And that's absolutely on personal preference, I will say. Toyota is the best maker of the hybrid vehicles. I will never even question that for one little second. It's definitely the best. The Prius became the money maker for them. The second generation Prius basically put them on the map and made them the best. I love Hondas, but I will never, for example, buy a Honda hybrid. No way. I will always go back to Toyota. So we are sitting in the best one. That's for sure. There is only question. Is it worth the money? Is it worth investing extra money and having later that extra maintenance, the savings on the gas? Or it's better to stick with the simpler one, which it's not so complicated. It's cheaper when you purchase it, but it has a worse gas mileage. It completely depends. Obviously, there's no answer for that. It depends if you buy brand new and then you sell it after 3 years, or you buy it used and you keep it until it's getting very used, and then you will face those expensive repairs and so on. Everything matters. This discussion, it's purely theoretical. I just wanted to see the number, and actually, as we saw together, we know that was that entire 52,000 miles from beginning, they really averaged approximately 26 miles per gallon. So what do you think about this issue? Will you prefer today in 2024 buy a used 2019 Highlander with 52,000 miles? Will you go for a normal one with a gas engine, or will you go for hybrid? What do you think about that? Because they are out of the warranty, are far from 100,000, so this vehicle is still worth a lot of money on the used market right now, definitely. Dealers will fight over you to trade it in because they can sell it for big bucks. So what do you think? Is it better to have a gasser only in this 2019 Highlander, or it's actually way better to have some gas saving money? Every time you drive it, you save a bunch of money on gasoline, which is expensive, especially here in California. So is it better stick with this Highlander in the electric mode, a hybrid Highlander? What do you say? Do you know what I think? For me and my wife, we don't have a kids, and we would like to go in the woods and camp and stay on the extended weekends and so on. I will, for simplicity, I will probably take the gasser. I will probably not choose the hybrid because it's more simple and mechanic. It's easier for me to have a control over it than having a hybrid. We were camping in the woods with a group 2 years ago. I will never forget. There was a couple which came from Southern California. The day they were leaving, everybody said the river down there. It's a private camp place. I'm at the river, I want to swim and have fun with others, drink some beers. Well, what do you think had happened? Oh, Peter, you need to come up. This couple with those kids, they're trying to leave with that hybrid. I think it was Highlander. They're trying to leave, but the car is dead. This car is dead. One of the friends is already trying to jumpstart them, but it's not working. They cannot leave. We need you up there. So that was like 11 a.m. I'd rather be at the river. He couldn't leave. The guy couldn't jumpstart them. The owner had that thick book from the glove box, and he was reading through it, all the procedures, what to do. But he's not mechanical guy, not a mechanic, so they had no chance to start it. At the end, of course, they left, because I made sure I brought my starting pack, hook it correctly. Everything was off, then we restarted. The Highlander, of course, made it out, but the owner needed help. He was not mechanic, and the complication of the vehicle freaked him out. He didn't want to go on, it was completely dead. And if it wasn't for us, their friends, they were towing from deep woods. That campground has no service, cell service, there's zero. It's deep in the valleys at the river. So I don't know what they will do with it. And that's why I'm saying the normal gas car, it will not happen to them unless they left some lights on or forgot and then drained the battery. But again, the people were able to help them to jumpstart easier. So the fact it was hybrid, he was very confused and they didn't know what to do with it. So that's just for debate. Tell me please what you think is better, 2019 Highlander or 2019 Highlander Hybrid. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, I have way more coming your way soon. See you later, alligator.